What if I could teach you how to control somebody's mind? Now, I'm not talking about the kind of mind control where you put somebody to sleep and they wake up quacking a few times or anything like that. I'm talking about creating an experience where users react predictably, exactly the way that you want them to. Now, no doubt that you've downloaded an application in the iOS or Android store and have had both good and bad experiences. Maybe a bad experience was that you didn't know what to do or what to push or where to go. And a good experience was, for example, Instagram. They've got a big camera button. Sometimes they've got little pop-up tutorials that tell you exactly what to do, and it almost feels like the application is running itself. Now, as an Android and iOS developer in the field for a while now, I've had the experience of using both good and bad applications that have good and bad user experience and design. And I feel like applications that take advantage of good user experience and design can lead your users on an emotional, intellectual, and fun experience. Now, in an article written by Ashley Remstead, she says that 90% of all product assessment has to do with color, and 85% of the reason you purchased a specific product was because of its color. Now, this is huge because based on what colors you use in your design, strong emotions can be planted to play with your objective. This is probably the reason that Hallmark uses purple, which signifies creativity, and Nickelodeon uses orange, which signifies fun. You can really plant a specific feeling or idea based on a certain color. Now, when you create things, keep in mind which colors you use. Certain colors mean certain things in different cultures, so there's a lot of information on the internet about which colors to use and which colors you can blend together and which countries you can use them in. Now, something else is that creating good user experience makes users take predictable results that encourage navigation and exploration. In an article written by Elaine McViker, she says that today, more fully featured devices give us the opportunity to create more visually appealing designs that can not only inspire and attract users, but also increase usability and experience. Now, whether it's designing a poster or an application for the App Store, or maybe you're just laying out a store at an outlet or something like that, a clear direction and good user experience will inspire a user to take action. Maybe if you put a big green button in the middle of the screen, that just means click me. If you put green and red next to each other, no means red and green means yes. Now, thinking through what the user will do, you can lead them down a certain way and set them up to take a certain action. You really have to put yourself in the user's shoes and think about what you want them to do and how you're going to get them to do it. Think about who they are. Think about the target audience and how you're going to get them to react a certain way. Now, lastly, knowing what colors and patterns to choose for your screens and when will determine if your user will have fun using your app or if they'll be bored. Now, the key here is context, knowing who your target audience is, whether you're talking to old people, young people, women, men. Jeremy Smith says in one of his articles that color wields enormous sway over our attitudes and emotions, and it's true. But context is key here. You have to know when to present certain colors and to whom we're presenting them. You have to know who the target audience is, and this will greatly narrow the guidelines and what you're trying to do. Now, when we put these 3 points together, we can architect an experience that's purposeful and handcrafted. You can literally take the user on a road that you want them to take. You can make them react a certain way and make them do certain things. Now, my only question and my challenge is, how are you going to use your super mind-controlling powers to make your users do things?